bestie. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tammy. You can call me Tam for short. I love everything beauty related content. So if that sounds good to you, stick around and subscribe. Today, I have full face of drugstore makeup. So let's begin. So excited for this. So first, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. primer. This is the Power Grip with 4% niacinamide. I usually just tap this on my face. I have dry skin right now because of the retinol that I use. I'm using the Eclipse every other night, so my face is always drying and peeling. So that's good. I love that. And then for foundation, I'm gonna use my new Maybelline. This is the new 30-hour Lumi Matte Foundation. I picked the shade 128, but they have 24 shades. And then the bottle is glass, it's very heavy. And it's actually liquidy. I can hear some liquid, so that's a good sign. So the shade that I picked is 128. This is warm tone. So that's what it looks like. It says to put 1 to 2 pumps and it's buildable. So if you want more, you can add more. So this is the shade that I picked. So I'm just gonna blend it with my sponge. I think the shade is light for me, but I will just work on it. So this is 128. Then next, I just want to balance everything out. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour. This is in the shade Medium Tan. So I use this when my skin is very dry, especially now. So I just like to put it here. And then I just use my Real Technique Expert face brush to blend it. Then I'm just gonna go back to my sponge and blend everything to make it natural. Next, I'm gonna do my brows. So for brows, I'm just gonna use this Catrice 020 Ash Brown Waterproof Eyebrow Powder. I hit a pan on it. You also get the brush and the spoolie, which is very helpful. And then now I'm gonna use the Revolution Brow Gel. This is just the clear one. I got this in Superdrug. This is the first time I'm gonna use this. Yeah, I actually like that. Next, I'm just gonna put some lip balm because my lips is getting dry. And I also want to use my water tint, so I get a little bit color on my lip. This is from Etude. Next is liquid or cream blush. This is the only one I've got in drugstore's department. So this is from Revolution. It's the Jelly Blush Lip and Cheek Stain. It's in strawberry pink. This is very cool. I think this is a dupe for Milk Makeup. This is very intimidating. Look at the color. And it's gonna stay in your cheek for so long, so you have to be very careful. So I just use my e.l.f. Putty Bronzer brush. So I just tap a little bit and then put it on my face. I don't want to put it directly on my face because this is very strong. You can always add some more and then put it on your cheek. It's actually working. This is my first time to use this. And I don't want to put a lot. I'm happy with that. That is so nice. I didn't expect it to work like that. Next, I'm gonna use my Maybelline concealer. This is the multi-use concealer in the shade 01. I removed the sponge because it's very messy. But this is a good concealer for drugstore. So I'm just gonna blend it out. Then I will set my concealer with Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Light. I'm just gonna use my powder puff from Revolution. I got this in Superdrug. So I usually get the powder and then tap the excess on my hand and then put it on my face. This is very good loose powder and it's very affordable. Look at that. With powder and without. That's the difference. And then I usually set my T-zone too. I don't usually set on my face because I've got texture. So I feel like every time I put powder on my acne scars, it just looks worse. So I just leave it. And then for powder bronzer, I'm gonna use the natural bronzer from Rimmel. This is in the shade 002 Sunbronze. So make sure to add on your hairline. Then it's all balanced. This bronzer is so good for a drugstore. It looks like high-end. And then I like to put some on my nose just to add some dimension. And then again, get your sponge and blend it. That's it. For blush, I'm gonna use this Essence, the blush in the shade 10, Befitting. The packaging broke. This is very natural looking. For highlighter, I'm gonna use this Revolution. I just got this. This is in Lilac Glaze. Very intimidating. I'm just gonna use my highlighter brush from Shane. I like to put it on my nose. It's actually better than I thought. And then on top of my cheek. Okay, that's a winner. So before I do my eyes and my lips, I like to set my makeup. So I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. This is in my project pan and I don't have a lot. Maybe I have 2 uses. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this Milani All-Inclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette. This is in volume 110 light to medium. So you've got a massive. For now, I'm gonna use this eyeshadow. I'm actually happy with that. For the topper, I'm just gonna use this Wet n Wild nudecomer. This is very nice. I always just tap it out. This is very natural looking. I'm gonna use my Essence eyeliner pen. This is waterproof. So I'm gonna get closer so you can see. I usually do the base first and then do the wing. So that is the base. As you can see the difference. That's why I love liquid eyeliner. Now we're gonna do the wing. I think if I can only have one product in my life, it will be liquid eyeliner. So that's the one with wing and without eyeliner. So we're doing the base on this side. So that's how you do it. Next, we've got the mascara. This is from Essence. It's the Lush Princess False Lush Effect. I love this. This is my favorite mascara. So last but not the least is the lip combo. They're both from Revolution. This is from Superdrug. So this pout liner is in the shade Kiss Baby Pink. It's very pink. You've got the sharpener, and it's a twisted one, which I love. This is my first time to use this. The next is the Pout Bomb Plumping Gloss. This is in the shade Kiss Baby Pink as well. Okay, that's good. It's very minty and I can feel the plumping effect. I think we did it. That is all of my drugstore makeup. I love the eyeshadow, the bronzer, the blush, and the lip combo. It's really nice. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please comment down below what you want to see next. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon, besties!